Hello guys, how's it going? Nice to be in front of a camera and just feeling like putting myself out there a little bit, you know? Yeah. Just sitting in my little cave spot. Pretty cool little spot. Pretty sick. I'm so blessed to be able to come out here and enjoy my afternoon in this beautiful country that I live in. Beautiful. Alrighty. So I think I'll talk a little bit about the dark night of the soul. For me, the past few years have been a real struggle, it's like all my darkness has come up to the surface to be seen, to be held, to be loved. And I finally feel I'm at a closing of that cycle. Now, for anyone that feels like they are in the dark night of the soul, just know that there's so many people that are going through the exact same thing that you are going through. It may not be, of course, the exact same, but there's a big wave of people right now going through the dark night of the soul, going through facing their inner darkness and really coming back to their truth, coming back to their authenticity. And that's what it's all about. During the dark night of the soul, it's so hard to have perspective. It's so hard to see outside of that, of course, right? Just know that you're a part of something that is so profound, and once you're on the other side of it, you'll have so much respect and so much gratitude for what you've went through. Like, it's such a beautiful experience to go through. Now, you may not see that. I mean, I know for me, I didn't necessarily see that while I was in it, right? But now that I'm on the tail end of it, I can see it was such an important lesson. Like, so many blessings, so many revelations, so many understandings. Now, I know how hard it can really be. I know the pain, the suffering, the dread, the emptiness, so much density, so much, it feels like you're being broken down as a person, right? It's like all your conditioning, all your beliefs, they're just breaking down, right? It brings me back to that metamorphosis, which I resonate with so much, is the caterpillar going into its cocoon, and then what does it do? It melts down, it breaks down, and it's a painful process. It's a breaking down, right? but it's for good reason. It's to be born anew. It's to be born in a much more free expression of yourself, right? If you can see the darkness as a teacher, right? As something that is propelling you, something that is showing you something about yourself that maybe you don't want to look at, right? Maybe you're running away from. It's always showing you something about yourself. There's so much power, there's so much wisdom in that darkness, right? We've just got to be able to work with it. We've got to work with it. We've got to trust the process. And we can't put a time limit on these things, right? How are we gonna know how long this is gonna take, right? How do we know that? We from this limited perspective of our mind, we can't understand it. We have to put our trust in something greater. We can't. We'll just be limiting ourselves, right? We've got to put our trust in something within us that we can't necessarily pinpoint, right? it doesn't really make sense, right? But it does at the same time. I know it's confusing, right? It's confusing. I understand that. I really do understand. It's a very, very confusing path, right? But when we put our trust in something that's not our logical mind, then we're not relying on something that is finite, right? Something that is, we're not relying on something that's finite, right? Something that's always jumping from the next thing, right? From one thing to another, it's always jumping from the next thing. It's not rooted in truth, right? I'm sending you guys my blessings and my love, and I'm hoping that you can see that there's something greater at play, right? Something we can't necessarily understand with our minds. Look at you cheeky boy. That's a big boy right there. Anyways, I think I'll leave it there. Thanks for tuning in if you've stayed this far. Getting used to putting myself out there a bit more. It is a bit, a bit of resistance coming up, and I may not be in the flow of this exactly, but I'm getting there. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.